What's up guys, Dragonfly Mike 77. Today I'm going to be reviewing Haze Subzero. This is one of 3 of the new flavors that have just come out. I know they're planning on releasing 3 more. With Subzero, I expected it to be like a cane mint, a very just minty, cooling flavor. When I first got it, that's all I smelled, was just kind of that minty cooling effect. So I wasn't like that into the idea of the flavor. And then today when I opened it, I don't know why, but all of a sudden it completely changed on me. Despite the fact that I get that minty cooling menthol-like smell from it, all of a sudden I just get this aroma of spices and floral with it, and all of a sudden I was like, I have to try this. What is this hiding from me? And so I packed it up. Take my first poke. And immediately, the first hit that I got, I mean, it just felt like my pupils dilated, my airways opened up. I was just so surprised by this flavor. It has the strongest inhale flavor that I think I've ever had before. You just get this just breath of fresh air almost that just smacks you in the face, and there's just this sensation that you can just feel it in your nasal cavities and in your throat and in your lungs, and I was just taken away by the initial flavor and sensation that this flavor has. And then all of a sudden I started, the spices on the exhale and the floralness just exploded, and I was really amazed. I did not expect this flavor from a brand like Haze. What do I mean by that? This is a more traditional style flavor to me. This is on par with Pan Razna by Desi Merli. If you were a fan of that flavor, Desi Merli, you're going to like Subzero. I was just taken away by the flavor. Let me take another poke for you guys. Then all of a sudden I'm sitting here smoking this, and normally I don't review things the first time I smoke it, but I was just so amazed and stunned by this flavor, I had to get my first thoughts as a review. And as I started to smoke that, I'm about like 25 minutes, 30 minutes into the session, I'm starting to pick up that kind of sour, natural tobacco taste that I get out of things like Supercas and Zagul after you've been smoking it for a while, which again, just blew me away. I was not expecting to be this into Subzero. As I said, when I see Subzero, I just assume that it's going to be kind of a cane mint or just a minty flavor. And they did that, and then they just stepped it up immensely. They decided, you know what? There are already so many different mints and menthol-like flavors out there. What can we do to make a flavor that separates it from the rest of the pack? And that's what Subzero is. It just, from smoking Haze Plum, which is probably my favorite Haze flavor that they made, I expressed that Haze has a knack for making flavors that kind of changed my faith in washed tobaccos. And with this flavor, it instilled that fact. It created just a new realm of modern tobaccos that are being created. I love seeing brands like Haze or some of the more modern tobaccos out there try to create something that others haven't done before. And that's why I am so into this flavor. It seems like for a modern tobacco, they took what they know, what they knew, and then stepped outside of their comfort zone and created something that, although has been done before, I don't think it's ever been done like this with this type of tobacco before. Let me take one more poke for you guys. I really am amazed. I actually think, even though I'm a sucker for pumpkin flavors, I love it, I love everything about it, I think I might actually like this more. And I'm not into mint flavors, it's just the fact that it has that spicy, floral, natural tobacco taste coming from it. If you are a traditionalist, if you like Zagool, Supercast, the more traditional like tobaccos, try Subzero, and if you don't like it, I'm just going to say that you did something wrong. I just am really impressed by this flavor. As I said, I didn't expect it, and I am just very surprised. My rating for this, which I don't think I've ever given a mint flavor that high of a rating, I'm gonna rate this a 9.5 out of 10. And the only reason I'm knocking off 0.5 is, for me, at first it was a little too overwhelming. At first it was just kind of like, whoa, so much flavor, I wasn't able to process it at first. And as the session goes on, it mellowed down a little bit, and that sour, natural tobacco taste actually started to come out, and that's when I really enjoy this session. I am just very impressed. Definitely a thumbs up. Kudos to Haze for making this flavor. I am so glad that I got to try it and I gave it a chance. Just because it doesn't sound like it's for you, or just because you're not into that brand, doesn't mean that you shouldn't try everything that you can. Subzero is a perfect example of that. Wasn't really expecting much from it, and it absolutely blew me away. With that, I think that's all I got. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and as always, guys, peace out.